and discovers the reason the killer whales went crazy. Inside the barnacles, he finds a fungus nobody has ever seen. Out of curiosity, Kit dissects the stranded killer whale and finds the same fungus inside its brain. But killer whales are mammals. They shouldn't share a fungus with crustaceans like barnacles. So Kit concludes, this fungus mutated the barnacles and caused the killer whale's strange behavior. Following the clues, Kit tries to locate the source of the fungus at the place where the whales attacked the fishing boat, but he discovers something unexpected. Connecting all the locations forms the migration route of the whales, so the fungus source must be somewhere along that route. The next day, Kit and the team begin tracking the humpbacks. To stay safe, he waits until the whales are asleep. But even so, seeing those massive bodies hanging upside down in the deep, Kit can't stop panicking. Every move he makes is careful, afraid of waking these dangerous animals. But the accident still happens. Just when he tries to attach a tracking camera, the humpbacks suddenly wake up. Kit's heart leaps into his throat, but fortunately the whales don't attack. They all rush upward toward the surface. The teammate on the boat sees this, starts the engine and gets ready to flee. Kit drops all his weights and swims upward with everything he's got. He climbs into the boat just before the whales attack. His teammate floors the engine, and they escape the area. A few days later, following the signal, Kit finds the detached tracking camera at sea. He plugs it into the computer, and is shocked to see the humpbacks weren't wandering. They were lined up, diving deeper and deeper. But humpbacks must surface every 10 minutes to breathe, so they can't dive that deep. The only explanation is that something in the deep is calling them. Sure enough, as the whales keep descending, everyone is stunned, because deep in the darkness, there's a strange glowing white light, giving off weird sounds, and when the whales reach it, they stop diving, and seem to worship the light. The footage freezes here. The researchers are completely confused. According to all records, nothing in the deep sea can glow continuously, let alone emit such strong sound waves. What they don't know is that days earlier, when the camera first filmed the white light, something even stranger had already happened. Under an ocean research vessel, the seawater suddenly began boiling, with an eerie sound that shouldn't exist underwater. The entire ship trembled violently. Before anyone could react, the intact vessel sank into the ocean. In an instant, the entire institute is thrown into grief and shock. Grief because a longtime friend was on board. Shock because a massive research ship shouldn't sink for no reason, until they watch the rescue footage, and find the sunken ship is surrounded by a white glowing ring, with ear-piercing noises all around it. Even the old professor who has studied the ocean for decades has never seen anything like this, let alone the intern Kelly. But unexpectedly, Kelly is the one who discovers the cause of the accident. Back at the coastal station, she finds a video message from her friend before the accident, but she missed it because she was out drinking, losing her last chance to talk to her best friend. The guilt overwhelms her, but soon she notices something strange in the footage. Right before the video cuts, a white light rises outside the window, the same glow as the deep sea light, with the same piercing sound. To test her theory, Kelly extracts both sounds, the one from the video and the one from the deep, and finds they match almost perfectly. Kelly concludes the shipwreck is tied to these strange signs. She immediately contacts the old professor and reports her findings, but this is far beyond what the professor can accept. She refuses to believe anything supernatural exists in the ocean, so they end up arguing and part ways unhappily. But Professor Seagull, who overheard, makes a new discovery. When he gets home, his student Kit sends him whale footage, and comparing them, the same white light and strange sound appear. Tests confirm it. The professor realizes she wrongly blamed Kelly, but is too proud to admit it. So Seagull brings Kelly the footage while heading to a global ocean conference, acknowledging her findings, which also eases the tension between Kelly and the professor. They're getting closer to the truth. But as Kelly sees Seagull off to the helicopter, a disaster of unprecedented scale strikes, because the bearded guy doing experiments discovers everyone's phones are suddenly ringing. He checks his phone and sees a tsunami emergency alert, and Kelly's city is one of the 3 warning zones. He calls her immediately, but Kelly didn't bring her phone while seeing Seagull off. Luckily, right before takeoff, Seagull gets the Institute's warning and drags Kelly out of danger just minutes before the tsunami hits. Watching her coastal station destroyed so easily, Kelly is terrified, but at least she's alive. Others aren't so lucky. First, flocks of seabirds frantically flee inland. Then the beach suddenly pulls back. Anyone who's been in a tsunami knows this is the sign of a coming disaster. People start running. Drivers slam the gas. Those on foot wish they could fly, but nothing can outrun the wrath of the sea. 3 coastal countries are hit at the same time, and the Global Ocean Organization takes notice, so they hold an emergency conference. One virologist's speech shocks every top scientist watching, and makes them realize a disaster far more terrifying than the tsunami is coming fast.
Seagull, are you watching?